I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
That is sweet little Chica, the Haitian orphan who was basically adopted by Mitch Albom and his wife Janine. They changed her short life, her all too brief life, quite a bit. But the real story in the new book, Finding Chica, is about the way that Chica changed their lives. And it's great to have Mitch Albom back with us again on Flashpoint. Mitch, thanks very much for coming.
See you, Devin.
You wrote so many columns and pieces. I think a lot of us, I told you, I felt like I already knew Chica before the book came out. But her life was so extraordinary in so many ways, especially just the way she came into the world.
Yeah.
3 days after that awful earthquake. Before the awful earthquake.
3 days before the earthquake, on the third day of her life, was sleeping on her mother's chest inside a little cinder block house. The earth shook, the wall fell down this way, and the roof fell off backwards, and they were exposed to the heavens, but survived. Yeah. The third night of her life, she slept out in the sugarcane fields and slept there for weeks in the dirt. So she was born pretty tough, but I never knew how tough she would actually have to be.
Yeah, no doubt. You also could not have seen how she was going to end up changing your life.
No. You know, she came to us when she was 3 years old when her mother died in that same cinder block house, giving birth to a baby brother with no doctor present, just a midwife who didn't know what to do when there was an incident. And for the first couple of years, she was like the bossiest kid we had. She told all the older kids when they could go to the bathroom, when they could play, what toys they could go with. We just kind of characterized her as, well, that's bossy Chica. And then when she was 5, she developed what turned out to be a very serious brain tumor. And we didn't know at the time. We brought her up from Haiti thinking, well, American medicine, they'll fix everything. A couple months, she'll go back. And we were told after they opened her up and took a look, sorry, she has something called DIPG, which is the same thing Chad Carr, we know, grandson of Lloyd Carr, ended up having. And it's always fatal. And she has maybe 4 months left to live. And I said, well, what should we do? And they said, well, just take her back to Haiti and let her play, and it'll just debilitate her. She'll die there. And I knew how tough she was. And I said, we're not going to do that. If there's a chance of fighting, she's a fighter and we're going to fight. And that's what we did. And she lived 2 years, which is almost unheard of with the IPG, as we traveled around the world. And although she didn't look like us, talk like us, come from the same country as us, or come from our own DNA, she made us a family as much as any little girl or daughter could make two people a family.
You and Janine haven't had kids of your own before, but in a way, you knew you were kind of signing up, not exactly for a fool's errand, but you knew it was going to end in heartbreak.
Janine didn't. She honestly believed that Chica was going to be a miracle. I have seen probably maybe too much of the world, and you know, I wanted to believe it.
Yeah.
But either way, you know, whether you get 7 years with a child or 70 years with a child, every day is still precious. And you know, one of the things I say in the book is we didn't lose a child, we were given a child. And for however long you get to have a child, it is a life-changing experience, especially one who had so little other alternatives. And she was funny and smart and never scared. And she went through this whole process of, you know, having her head shaved and going on steroids and getting big and then getting small, and never once complained. She was just on this amazing little journey, you know, living in America, having her own parents, you know, 2 parents for the first time in the same house and all that, you know, doting on her. And she changed us along the way. Far more than we changed her.
Your books have sold something like 40 million copies, and whatever reputation you have, I think, is built on your ability to write about life's important things: love, care, empathy, understanding each other. And yet, even after all those books, 40 million of them, my hunch is you learned a lot that you thought you knew before.
Yeah, this was the hardest book I've ever had to write. It's the most personal book I've ever written. I believe it's the best thing I've ever written, and yes, that includes Tuesdays with Morrie. It doesn't matter, it's just how I feel, because I wanted the world to know who she was. You know, if she died at 7 years old, the least I could do was sort of give her the extension in years by telling her story, but also to show it's not a sad book. In fact, from the very first page, you already know that she passes away. And it's told in a conversation to her, me talking to her, because she always comes and visits me, you know, and she does when I'm at my desk, and she used to be playing on the floor with me. So I go down now to my desk and I just sort of have these conversations. And
every day, I'm assuming,
every day,
right?
you
Yes.
know, I mean, she's never not with me. And, you know, I want people to know that there are many ways to become a family. And it's never too late. And it's never wrong if you're adopted, if you take somebody in a foster family, if somebody just moves in with you and so becomes, there's so many different ways that you can learn from them. And Chica, you know, towards the end, I had to carry her wherever we went.
Yeah.
She couldn't walk anymore. So to the bathroom, to the bedroom, to the kitchen table, whatever, I was her vehicle. And we were sitting at a table once like this and we were coloring and I looked at my watch, I realized I was late for the radio show. And so I popped up, I said, Chica, I gotta go. She said, no, Mr. Mitch, stay and play. I said, Chica, I have to work. And she said, Mr. Mitch, I have to play. I said, I know, Chica, but this is different. I said, this is my job. And she said, no, it's not. She crossed her arms. She said, your job is carrying me. And after I left, I realized, you know, boy, is that ever a sentence? Because of course my job was carrying her. All of our jobs is carrying our children, and particularly children who don't have options like the kids, the orphans that we raise in Haiti. And so she taught me about what to carry. And as I've come to realize as I've gotten older, I think this is going to end up sort of being my third act of life, that what I'm going to carry is going to be children. I have 52 kids that we raise in Haiti.
Yeah.
I want every one of them to be college educated. I'm there every month. We have 2 already in college here, and my goal is the other 50 are going to get up here and go to college, have dinner with us on Sunday nights, and then go back to Haiti and make their country better.
Back in the early 90s, I was embedded with a military unit during Operation Restore Democracy in Haiti. My last day in Haiti, we were going to visit an orphanage. And I thought, I'm not sure, as much sadness as I've seen while I've been here, this is going to be really awful to handle. It ended up being the happiest place that I went because these were children who actually had somebody taking care of them, which says a lot in a nation that's as dysfunctional as Haiti. She ends up being, in a way, an avatar for all of these children you've been taking care of.
Well, you know, we have children who were left to die in the woods when they were 4 weeks old. We have children who were dropped off at medical clinics and never picked up for several years. No one ever came back for them. We have children who were found hiding under roofs that had been their home, and then a hurricane blew it away, and they were dug in a hole underneath. In some cases, we've had to make up names, birthdays, get passports and paperwork, and yet these are happy children, and they deserve a place in the world, and they are grateful, and they sing their prayers every night with great passion. You saw Chica at the beginning singing, I'm no longer a slave to fear, I am a child of God. Well, I believe that that's true. I believe all children are children of God, and it's our role to take care of them. I'm not advocating for anybody to go to Haiti and do the things I do. I just happen to end up there. My life is a series of accidents, Kevin. Tuesdays with Maury was an accident. This is an accident. I just go where the accidents take me. But
Sports writing was an accident. You were going to be a musician.
Yeah, right.
Funny thing happened on the way to the gig.
You know, I wasn't even supposed to be here. I just took a detour. But, you know, so be it. That's my lot in life, and to help these children, I'm proud to do it. And I want people to know every penny from this book goes to the orphanage. I didn't write this book for profit or gain. I wrote it because I hope people want to share in a story about what we learn from our children. That's really what it's about, and it will enable me to continue to raise those kids down in the orphanage.
The book is Finding Chica. It's out right now, and as he always does, Mitch is making the rounds of a lot of book tours to come talk about the book and sign someplace near you, and you can find that information. We'll link Mitch's website on our website at clickondetroit.com. Mitch, thanks so much. Congratulations on, I know, a really difficult and yet loving task.
You've always been very kind to me on my work. Thank you, Devin.
I'm a fan. Back with more on Flashpoint right after this.